actual gun on the aircraft, the bullet rounds of those guns. Oh my god, I'm entering an actual World War II era airplane. So I can literally play with this real gun, and I'm gonna do that. Let's do it. I found my childhood favorite airplane. Hello, good morning. Day 4 in Poland, and we have checked out. Yes, so the day is going to be interesting. She's going, like I mentioned yesterday, she's going to another location called Basilica Church.
City center.
Okay, you're going to plan change.
No, I'll go from there and then I'll go. It's at the city center only.
Facing the wrong side, like always. So we have kept our luggage again in the storeroom. Our bus is at 6 o'clock in the evening, and it's right now 11 o'clock in the morning.
You want 2 or 1?
We need to. So just taking protein bar because I have to do a lot of walking again, and I'm going to take the local transport. That is, I'm going to use the tram in Kraków, Poland for the first time. It's going to be a very exciting journey. Alright, so here I am, and I've reached the location now. It's a 5-10 minutes walk, 500 meters. Saying goodbye to the tram that I traveled in. Bye bye. So this is where I'm gonna figure out where I need to go. So one thing I wanted to mention is I don't know if the place that I'm going is open or not, because I was trying to check it online. It says open. But online tickets were not available. So while I was doing some research, I found out that you can also book the ticket, get the tickets on spot, right, in the office, registration office. So that's where I need to go. I'm just figuring out. All right, so this is where I need to go. I'm heading to the Polish Aviation Museum, and it has a huge ton of collection of aircrafts from the World War II era mainly. And yes, that's what I'm going to look at and explore, and I'm sure it's going to be an amazing experience. So while doing research, I've heard it's 80% outdoor that you need to you will be walking. So yeah, the weather is not on my side, but can't help it. So turns out that I'm lucky and I've got the ticket. So this is the ticket where you can buy from the ticket counter there, just next to the entrance. And now I need to figure out how do I enter. So I think this is it. The tour has begun.
Go in. yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience. Boil up with the cold hard hatred. I can feel the vibration. Feet in the streets, it's a new sensation. I wanna break faces on the pavement. I wanna make greatness look complacent. Adrenaline awakened, I can taste it. We can make an impact, grab and then take it. Like a disease, bring them to their knees. They'll pay for their deceit. Breathe just like a wing, spread into the streets. It's time to make them bleed. 'Cause we just want retribution. Let's go light up the darkness. Make true of an empty promise. Flip cards into weak and harmless. Take to the streets and turn them to a mosh pit. 'Cause we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution.
Oh my god, what an amazing experience. Like saw it was a complete more of an engine room and the old aircraft room. Boy, there were all types of engines, from turbine engines to jet engines to propeller engines to radial engines to V12s to 14 cylinder engines. Oh my god, the experience. I just wanted to stay there, read every single thing, but I am very restricted on time, unfortunately. And look around, we have rockets, and there were also rocket engines inside. Crazy, just crazy. You see this? This is an actual gun. Yes, from the B-17 Flying Fortress. And this is actually a simulation, so I can literally play with this real gun, and I'm gonna do that. Let's do it. World War II era airplane. How insane is that? Oh my god. Check this out. Wow. this is how you would drop your supplies in middle of a war using the aircraft. So you have a jeep, you have your ammunitions, and you have these parachutes that will slow down the descent of the whole cargo. Previous hangar was engines. This hangar was, there was a Spitfire inside. Oh my god. And the actual simulation of a game where you can actually operate the machine gun that usually would be mounted on a B-17 aircraft, which is a famous aircraft from the World War II era, and you can operate it with a simulation game, and ultimately you get to enter the one of the aircrafts from the World War II era. And who could have imagined? Now I'm heading to the MiG section, and it's going to get even more interesting. So behind me is one of the most weirdest looking aircraft that I've ever seen in my life, and in this museum, look at this. So basically it's used for agricultural purposes, strange enough, and it is a jet powered aircraft. As you can see, the jet is above the whole cockpit area. Then you have this massive fuel tanks, because that drank a lot of fuel, and it was apparently very expensive to produce and maintain, and it was discontinued. And right opposite to it is the first Russian jet powered passenger airline. Guys, guess what I found? I found my childhood favorite airplane, the British Harrier. And boy, it's such an interesting airplane. So this was the world's first ever aircraft, jet powered fighter jet. Okay, basically it could do vertical takeoff and landing. Why? Because here you are, obviously the engine is absent, so there would be a jet engine right here, and you see this. So this basically tilts, as you can see this marking, it would tilt to 95 degrees in angle. So when they would power the jet and they want to take the vertical takeoff or landing, this whole thing would move to 90 degree, and it would thrust the whole aircraft up in vertical. And once it got the required height, they would then again deploy or change direction of the thrusters to that direction, and it would move forward. And this is the Harrier, and this is something that I always flew in the computer games at that time. And boy, it was such an interesting aircraft and one of the magnificent engineering marvels, I would say. Boy. So here's a quick interesting fact about this Cross Air 2. It's an American aircraft. So you see this weird looking stick that is hanging outside the aircraft. So as you can see, there is a hydraulic there, so it would retract to this position. That's a perfect area where it would place on the aircraft body. So basically it is a refueling nozzle. So this aircraft had the feature where it could refuel itself mid-flight, which meant that there would be a bigger flight, a refueling tanker aircraft that would be flying at a certain altitude. And whenever so this was basically used mainly for reconnaissance. So whenever it would run low on fuel, it would come to that refueling aircraft, open that nozzle, and there would be a floating open nozzle from the refueling aircraft, and it would attach itself like a plug and a socket, and the refueling would begin. Well, at that time, this was a very dangerous maneuver to do, and in many cases, a lot of fuel leaks and one or two accidents have also taken place. So as you saw, this last hangar behind me consisted of very old aircrafts which were made of wood. The engines would hang outside, and there's also a short film that is shown well during the World War I era, how they used to fight, how they would drop the bomb with their hands. The co-pilot would be sitting behind, taking a bomb and dropping it, taking an assumption, okay, this is where it's going to land in the right location. And yes, and that's was the last hangar. So let's meet outside now. Okay, it's time to say goodbye to this amazing experience of Polish Aviation Museum. Review and feedback. If you guys love engineering stuff, aviation, or history, or the World War era, engines, airplanes, aircrafts, if you are the guys who enjoy these kind of stuff, it's literally an amazing experience. Must do, must come if you're visiting Poland or Krakow. Specifically Krakow in Poland, because it's much more nearer. You just take one tram, depending on which area you live. So there is a tram that comes to this area, and you only have to walk for 10 minutes, as you know. So yes, I have to review it. 10 out of 10, because it gave me an engaging experience of going inside the one of the aircrafts, experiencing playing a simulation with a real B-17 bomber airplane gun, anti-aircraft gun, and boy, the cockpits that were visible to us at that time, and the MiGs and the Harrier, too good. So yes, a thumbs up, a super 100% recommendation.